So hello Helen from Pharos Teaching and Tutoring Limited. Now that's a very long title. Tell me, what does Pharos Teaching and Tutoring Limited do?
We provide online courses in genealogy and family history. That's it in a nutshell.
And what sort of courses do you have? Do you have a vast sort of range of courses, or what?
Yeah, we have quite a range now. We started fairly small and we've grown, especially in the last year. We have very specific courses, for example, tithe records in England and Wales. And we also have much more general courses such as Become a Better Genealogist. And we also have courses on the National Archives website, how to get the best out of that, and on Family Search, how to get the best out of the Family Search website. So we have a whole range, really. Some things are very area specific. I mean, there's a course on Devon ancestry, and some things are much wider. I mean, there's a course on Scotland called Scottish
Research Online,
That's
Helen.
it, Chris. Thank you.
But there are another specific courses for Scotland, obviously, and I know that because I teach them. But we'll just gloss over that. Yeah. But there's other courses as well.
Yeah.
That would be of interest to people in Scotland, wouldn't there? I mean, what other sort of things would there be that might be of interest to somebody living in Inverness, for example? You know.
Well, for example, I mean, we have a course on military ancestry. I mean, an awful lot of Scottish people have a soldier in the family. And also probably the National Archives course, that's the National Archives in Kew in London. That might also be of interest. I mean, they have a lot of records that would be relevant. And then, of course, there's a lot of Irish and Scottish people who have mixed ancestry. A lot of people from Scotland went to Ireland and vice versa. So you may find that you're interested in an Irish course as well if you have Scottish ancestry.
And obviously the way you research across the UK is actually very different in different parts. So, I mean, if you're used to doing your Scottish ancestry, I suppose these courses can help because things are a little bit different.
Things are quite a bit different actually in England because we have a different administrative and legal system. So if you're only used to doing Scottish research, you might find that you need to learn a few different things about the records when you come to do research in England, yes. That's right.
So, I mean, how does a Pharos course work then? Tell me just basically, when I decide I want to sign up to do a course, what am I actually signing up for and how do I go about it?
Well, it's really, really simple. You don't need any sort of extra equipment on your computer or anything like that. As long as you can read your email and download a PDF file and basically search the internet, then you can do a Pharos course. The courses are for a set number of weeks, and each week that the course is running, you get a lesson that you work through that in your own time. And then once a week there's a chat in a chat room, and there's a live chat environment that your tutor leads you through. And then also we have a message board, or it's also called a forum, where you leave messages and interact with the other students and actually possibly do some coursework, post up answers and things like that.
And the course is quite long. I mean, what sort of commitment do you need to have?
We know that people actually like short courses. The shortest course is only 2 weeks, and the longest course is only 6 weeks. So they can be put together as modules to build up into something bigger, but it's short, easy to digest chunks, basically.
Okay, and are there any sort of major recent developments that have been happening? I know you've signed up with a few organisations. Like the Guild of One-Name Studies and things like that. Tell me a wee bit more about the associations that Pharos has formed in terms of courses that you've recently developed.
Well, the biggest one out of that is really with the Society of Genealogists, when we've got together with them. And what's happened is they had a course that was taught in the classroom, face-to-face course, that they wanted to bring online. And we have modules that fitted into that sort of, what they were already teaching. And what has happened is we've taken 5 existing Pharos courses and developed 5 new courses together with the Society and put them together, and we're calling that the Family History Skills and Strategies course, and it's an intermediate course, but also together with the Society we're actually offering a certificate. It's only recognised by Pharos and the Society, but hey, we can move on to bigger things later on.
Absolutely. And who are you actually pitching the courses at? I mean, can a complete beginner sign up to the course, or do you need to have a wee bit of experience first of all before you do a course?
It's best if you have a little bit of experience with it. And we do find that most people actually have looked at ancestry or tried out a few things online. So as long as you have a little bit of information about your family and a little bit of knowledge about searching online, then you can take a Pharos course. Most of the students tend to be people who've been doing their research for 2 or 3 years. Some people have been doing research for really long periods of time, maybe 25 years. So it's really great that we can still teach them something new.
And what sort of feedback do you get from students? I mean, what are the key things that you keep hearing?
We get great feedback from students. I mean, that's really, really gratifying. The best things are when people actually find their ancestors because of new tips and techniques that they've been taught through a Pharos course. But the most common thing actually is when people say, you know, you made me really look at my whole ancestry in a different light. I've really learnt something new with Pharos because I've been able to put it into historical context.
So basically, a Pharos course is worth doing.
Absolutely. Come and join us.
And if I wanted to do a Pharos course, how do I find out about the courses?
Well, just simply come to the website. And there's plenty of information on the website. And if you just click on the courses tab, you get a list of all the courses and also information about how the courses work. And also, we're here all the time. Just send us an email.
And how frequent are the courses? Do they tend to be sort of like one a year or?
Well, courses are repeated. The most popular courses are probably repeated about 3 times a year at the moment.
Okay.
Most courses are repeated twice a year. Some courses only run once a year. That's because they're tutor assisted and tutor led, and unfortunately we are dependent on the tutor's time.
Sure. And the website then, what's the website? Go on.
www.pharostutors.com.
Well, there you have it. Okay, well, at long last, I've been teaching a couple of courses on Pharos for a couple of years now, and now you've told me what it's all about, so I feel a bit more confident. Thank you very much indeed, Helen.
Thank you, Chris.